To the surprise and dread of everyone, Valve just shipped a new foundational upgrade to Counter-Strike 2. It was supposed to be a bold leap forward into a new animation engine to provide a more robust, efficient, and modern game, but the reality was they shipped one of the most broken, infuriating, and avoidable updates in CS2's history. This wasn't a case of a few post-patch bugs. This was a failure that nuked movement, devalued skins, and turned core gameplay into luck. Let's break down this self-inflicted disaster. Today is August 1st, 2025, and you're watching the Market Report. The plan was ambitious but logical. Replace the entire first-person animation system, every weapon deploy, reload, and inspect. Valve's goal was to modernize the game's tech, improve network performance, and pave the way for future content. A necessary task to upgrade CS2 to the same animations we see in Deadlock. But the deployment was pure chaos. They chose to replace everything for everyone at once and pushed a massive update to the live servers, using millions of players as their QA department. And the results were immediately obvious. For decades, Counter-Strike's high skill ceiling has been defined by its movement. Bunny hopping is a legacy feature and a form of skill expression. The update didn't just nerf it, it killed it. The community diagnosed the cause in hours. The update capped how many sub-tick inputs the game registered per tick. The community reached out on Reddit, even explaining the bug to the people who wrote it. It almost seemed like the most dedicated players understand the game mechanics better than the dev team. What does that say about Valve? Beyond just breaking movement, they were also speedrunning the devaluation of their own skin economy. The update ruined the animations for some of the most coveted items. The butterfly animation now looked like a broken toy from a knockoff mobile game. Gloves got an update to make the knuckles more prevalent, and now Valve modeled them properly to show realism, but the community reaction has been largely negative to this update. The market reacted exactly as you'd expect. The price trend for knives dropped 9%, gloves 8%, and agents 5.5%. Meanwhile, players panic sold and confidence has further evaporated. This doesn't seem to be an aesthetic bug. We haven't heard anything about Valve reversing these changes, so it seems like it might stay. The new weapon animations also had a mixed reaction from the community, with some thinking it felt clunky, and the new firing sound was described as torture, but I think this just comes down to preference. And then there were the game-breaking bugs that made you wonder if anyone at Valve actually launched the game before sending this update. Performance went off a cliff. Players with 4090s reported massive FPS drops and stuttering, but the absolute star of the show was the disappearing bomb, which could teleport, appear in different locations for different players, or just vanish under the map. The entire game became a matter of pure chance. And once you add in a broken vote UI, the ability to kick the enemy team, and disappearing player models, you have a certified catastrophe. The ultimate irony looking back is what this update could have been. While Valve was busy fixing broken animations or making changes that no one can even notice, the community has already innovated in this space. Look at this concept for a community-driven reload animation tool that was making rounds on X. It showed what was possible by empowering creators with better tools, something the new animation system could have enabled. Instead of fostering new creativity, Valve pushed the update so unstable, it broke the very foundation of the game. Valve's response so far has been, well, classic Valve. A few speculative fixes were hot fixed in, which, let's be honest, at this point just feels like their standard procedure. We know in the next few weeks they'll probably roll out more patches and slowly chip away at this mountain of issues, and we should probably get used to this by now. It really does beg the question, why even do this in the first place? Was a rushed new animation system integration really all that necessary? Would the players have preferred no update at all over one that fundamentally broke the game? Or do you think that the promise of future progress, even if it is a bit bumpy at start, is something that you're willing to endure? Let me know your thoughts below.